Right, and at the moment with us, our very dear old friend from the Watchdog Foundation, Mr. Godfrey Pimenta. Godfrey Saab, namaskar.
Namaskar, sir.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Godfrey Saab. You had to wait for 7 minutes. Sorry.
No, no, it's okay.
I hope you don't mind. But that conversation was very, very interesting with Mr. Sanjay Tatkare. But Godfrey Saab, any further developments as far as Gorai is concerned? Has anything further taken place over there? Have the people succeeded in making the government listen to them?
No, sir, we have succeeded partly. The local MLA was trying
Which is also great. Even when you succeed partly, that is also a great success. Godfrey, thanks to you. Congratulations. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So we were able to stall the beautification project to some extent, because today there is a status quo on the beautification, and we have put not less than, sir, 15 RTIs with different agencies, whether it is a collector level, whether it is a state government or it is a central government level, as to the number of permissions sought and given. Because as you are aware, Gorai is a coastal regulation zone area.
Yes.
So without the nod of the Maharashtra Coastal Zone Management Authority, no development work can be carried out. And to best of my knowledge, no such permission has been given by the Maharashtra Coastal Zone Management Authority, and therefore whatever work was being carried out was totally illegal.
Right.
So, Godfrey ji, you had a problem. I mean, you all raised the problem that there's no hospitals, there is no school, there are no colleges, there is no fire brigade, there is no drinking water facilities, primary health care facilities are not there. You objected to Manori. Now, has this basic infrastructure, have you done something about that? Whether local MLA or the local MP could contribute towards these basic amenities that you have been asking continuously. You said development can work, the highways can wait, the ropeways can wait, but give us this. Is that happening?
Sir, the politicians are working only with the objective in the mind as to how to win the next election. That is their objective. They don't have any long-term perspective or vision for the development of the people. So if there was a long-term vision, then the development would have been people-centric rather than project-centric. Today, what is happening is whatever development activities are happening is or money-making racket. There is a huge amount of development which is happening, which is that local people are never consulted, because the locals who get the politicians elected, never there is no consultation process. So the entire system is a flawed system, because the people for whom they represent are never consulted, and the development projects are thrust on them, which is a very sad part, sir.
So which means there is no plan for a hospital still, there is no plan for a dispensary, and drinking water is still not available.
Schools,
And
fire brigade.
schools. Is that the situation, Godfrey Saab?
Yes, that is the crux. This issue has been raised by us umpteen number of times with the Mumbai Municipal Corporation, which has a jurisdiction over Gorai Manori region. Now, Mumbai Municipal Corporation has a budget of, sir, 2,000 crore for beautification of Mumbai. Today I'll tell you, the Andheri Kurla road,
Yes.
has been beautified at the cost of 15 crore. 15 crore. A newly laid footpath, the tiles are broken, sir. Not less than 3 months have passed after the beautification has done. The entire taxpayers' money is going down the drain, and we are not bothered. We are just on the spending spree and making money out of these projects, which is, and therefore these are all misplaced priorities of the governmental agencies.
And let me tell our viewers what Godfrey Saab is talking about. All our viewers from Mumbai would be aware of what is going on around them. मुंबई में आप जहां भी जाएंगे आप देख रहे होंगे कि perfectly good footpaths, जो pedestrian पाथ हैं, फुटपाथ जो है बिल्कुल ठीक ठाक है, उसको तोड़ करके वहां पे नई टाइल लगाई जा रही हैं. कहीं कहीं जहां पर जो डिवाइडर हैं बिल्कुल फर्स्ट क्लास है, वहां पे प्लांट्स उग रहे हैं, सब कुछ उग रहा है, उन सबको निकाल करके नई टाइल्स लगाई जा रही हैं, नए ब्लॉक्स लगाए जा रहे हैं. और तो और छोड़िए, गॉडफ्रे साहब, जो नॉर्मल इंटरनेशनली जो लुमिनेसेंट पेंट होता है, येलो और ब्लैक लुमिनेसेंट पेंट होता है डिवाइडर के ऊपर जो लगता है, उसको हटा करके वहां पे सम सॉर्ट ऑफ मॉडर्न आर्ट पैटर्न इज बीइंग मेड, और उसके न जाने कितने करोड़ रुपए हम लोग मतलब स्पेंड कर रहे हैं. सो दी प्रायोरिटीज आर गॉड नोज वेयर. यहां पर गोराई के लोग सिर्फ ये मांग रहे हैं कि भाई हमें पीने का पानी तो दो. 75 साल हो गए आजादी को, पीने का पानी तक नहीं है, अस्पताल नहीं है, डिस्पेंसरी नहीं है, स्कूल नहीं है, लेकिन आपको वहां पे ब्रिज बनाना है और ब्यूटिफिकेशन करनी है. तो गॉडफ्री साहब, व्हाट इज द सॉल्यूशन नाउ? बताएं सर.
Sir, solution is only one thing, that the people have to agitate for their rights. Now
Yes.
there are multiple elections shortly due. Now, unless and until there is a representative of the people, of the local people, not the outsiders. Now, many a times what happens, the corporator is from the outside the constituency, or from outside the ward, and he has no what you call the real connect at the ground reality. And therefore, there has to be a local corporator who is aware and who can raise this issue in the corporation from time to time. Because today there is an administrator in the form of Iqbal Chahal. Now, today there is no what you call corporators. The seats are lying vacant for almost a year now. So unless and until there is a people's representative to question the administration, I think so the things will not improve. So far, whatever amenities today, I am told the jetty, the Maharashtra Maritime Board and MMRDA is trying to improve the jetty and do a what you call beautification there of the jetty. Now again, this is a misplaced priority. Today, what we are asking is, school, colleges, drinking water facility. These are the primary requirements of the local.
I don't understand. How do you beautify a jetty?
Sir, they are going to put some what you call
Lights on it?
lights on it.
Yes.
That is again not required. You have a normal light, so that would be sufficient.
And they're going to put some marble on it or granite on it or what? What are they going to do?
You said it's a 90 crore project, 90 crores on a jetty.
Are they going to have a viewers gallery over there? I mean, with a bandstand and something like that?
Then
What's gonna happen?
what is planned? We have no clue. That's the
As
reason.
usual, right?
No, sir. We have put about 50 RTIs.
Yes.
We are going to make life miserable for the authorities, because let me tell you, sir, once upon a time on a single subject, we have the world record of filing not about 3,000 RTIs on a single subject of rehabilitation at the Mumbai airport. The authorities were on their bended knees, saying that don't trust any development which will be anti people. And we in the coming days we will aggravate the situation for the authorities, because if you are not working for us, then you have no support of the local people.
Godfrey ji, you talked about the dumping ground. You are opposing the dump. Is the dumping ground already there in Uttan and you are opposing it, or you want some scientific changes in the way the dumping takes place, or recycling of the dumping waste to be converted to energy? What are we looking at where the dumping ground in Uttan is concerned? Is there a dumping ground already there, or they want to thrust in a dumping ground there?
There is a dumping ground, and that dumping ground is in operation for last almost a decade now. Now, there have been number of fires at the dumping ground site, and this is a regular feature, because people are facing now, as per the policy of the Central Pollution Control Board, no dumping ground can be set up in the periphery of 500 meters where there is a human settlement. But this dumping ground has been set up there in breach of the environmental norms. Now this matter has reached right up to Supreme Court, sir. The what you call Mira Bhayandar Municipal Corporation has suggested that they are trying to find an alternate site, maybe somewhere near Ghodbandar Road, to set up alternate this thing, because now this dumping ground has reached a saturation level.
Gee.
And the people of Uttan, Dongri, Chowk area are suffering from the bad odor which emanates from this dumping ground. the people are falling sick. Now there is no scientific study done with regards to the number of people who have been whose health has been affected.
No, this is terrible. So which means you have a situation where A, you have a fire hazard, B, all that smoke must be coming over here to this side, and D, people would be suffering from all sorts of lung diseases and skin diseases because of the toxic waste which is being burnt over there. Godfrey sir.
Sir, there have been, lot of what I call agricultural land in and around this dumping
Yes.
ground. I own agricultural land in the vicinity, just 100 meters away from this thing. It becomes unbearable. I used to do farming there, but today because of this, it has become unbearable and we are virtually abandoned. This I used to grow onion in my field, sir.
So you can't go there because the stink out there.
Yes, it's unbearable, sir.
Godfrey ji, this desalination plant is another thing that you are opposing. Now, desalination plant, because now as it is, they say the seas are so polluted that you're not getting any fishing at the banks of any of these rivers or seas. You have to go way ahead. Desalination plant was something I think the Prime Minister Modi himself wanted, sewage treatment plants and desalination plant. Desalination plant, they think, will help where current scarcity of water is concerned, the use of water. Why are you and the residents of Gorai opposing the desalination plant?
Sir, firstly, the entire development work which has happened along the coastal belt of Mumbai. Firstly, you have the coastal road, then you are trying to set up the Shivaji Memorial of the Arabian Sea near Raj Bhavan. Then there are the other aspects of what you call sewage treatment plant, the sewage water going into. And we have, if you see the MPCB website and the where the water is being quality is being monitored, we have one of the worst quality of water in and around Mumbai region. Now to aggravate the situation, if you set up the desalination plant, it will still aggravate the situation. Now, the desalination plant is not the answer, sir, because the carrying capacity of Mumbai, which has an area of 437 square kilometers, we have the highest density of number of people packed per square kilometer. This has to be reduced, sir. We have a satellite towns. That's the reason Navi Mumbai, Vasai Virar, Mira Bhayandar, these regions are being developed. Why have a concentration and skyscraper? Now, if you, for instance, I'll give an example, classic example. If you go to, sir, Lower Parel area, the streets which are there about since independence 75 years ago, the same length of roads are there, but the number of skyscrapers which have been added in this thing area, the density of the car population is unmanageable, the traffic is unmanageable. Today you don't have a sufficient water supply, yet you are allowing development to happen at the cost of the local population. We are just trying to, make a mess out of the whole situation instead of having a long-term vision. So desalination plant is not the answer, because desalination plant where the water is a scarcity can be think of, like in Gulf countries, there is a scarcity of water. So there the desalination plant is there in operation. I can understand it is there in what you call Israel and other countries where water, rain is a scarcity. Here we have enough rain, the rainwater is wasted, the rainwater has to be harvested. You should have dug number of lakhs of what you call borewell to store and recharge the groundwater, which is not happening.
And that won't happen either, because as far as we are concerned, that is not an expensive solution. That is a very inexpensive solution. To have lots and lots of, step wells, lots and lots of other areas where rainwater could be harvested. Now that is not a very expensive solution.
Sir, there is another angle to it. I
Yes.
have done study of the development plan of Mumbai 2034.
Yes.
There were hundreds of water bodies in Mumbai which have been destroyed over a period of time
Yes.
because of the land sharks.
Yes.
And if there is a central government policy that no water body can be destroyed, today you have a water body inside the airport premises just near Hotel Leela that has been destroyed for permanently. Tomorrow there will be a five-star hotel coming there. Now, if you come to INS Hamla, sir, there also we had taken up the Navy itself, got the entire what you call water body filled with the earth. So water bodies are disappearing. The authorities who are supposed to act in the matter are totally silent, and then we make a big hue and cry about the water shortages. Water has to be conserved properly. Water has to be metered properly. Today, what is happening, sir? The water consumption, which is supposed to be say X 150 liters per person, is not the norm, is the norm. But today, more than that, the water is wasted. There are pipe bursts. There are there was a tunnel burst where the tunnel was punctured in Thane, where millions and millions of water got wasted. We have the what we call the pipelines which are there are age-old pipeline. We need a proper maintenance, which is not happening. Instead of concentrating on such matters, the BMC is thinking they just want to spend money and make money out of that. That is the mantra of the corporation and the politicians.
That's
They just
right.
spend
Pradeep
money.
ji.
Godfrey ji, they believe, the government believes the ropeway, the metro project, the jetty, this all will increase connectivity to Gorai, Uttan and the entire region, and there will be a proper development. The government is talking about connectivity. When connectivity increases, there will be development. Are you, opposing connectivity? When you oppose connectivity, you're, kind of seeing that Gorai and Uttan areas, remain an island away from Mumbai. How do you see that?
Sir, there is a deep entrenched conspiracy by these city planners and the politicians, the corrupt politicians, I will say, to destroy the virgin areas of Mumbai, starting with RML colony, and now you had this no development zone right from Warsaw to Gorai was a no development zone. That zone has been open for development. There are a number of proposed development plan roads. Now, in this area, if you are going to set up multiple skyscrapers, that will add another more than 1 million of people. Now, where is the water supply for these people? Where is the garbage disposal for such number of people? We are just thinking how to make money out of the system, how to increase the revenue of the corporation without there being proper amenities for the welfare of the people. The open space, the Mumbai, which is supposed to be today, the open space of Mumbai is per person, it is 4 square meter per person, which is the against the national norm of 15 square kilometer
Square meters.
per person. Now, this is the kind of quality of life we are living. You go to
But
any
Godfrey साहब, that has been true right from day one, isn't it? कि जहां पर आपने ओपन स्पेस देखी, जहां पर आपने, जैसा आपने कहा, दिस इज अ वर्जिन स्पेस, जमीन देखी, वहां पे कोई ना कोई बिल्डर आया. सीधी सादी बात है. और जब आप जैसे लोग, हम जैसे लोग ये बात करते हैं कि भैया ये हमारे सर्वाइवल के लिए है, इसके बिना शहर मर जाएगा, ये कहा जाता है कि हम लोग विकास के विरुद्ध हैं, कि that we are anti-development. Now, how do you get this point across to people? For God's sake, this is essential for the survival of the city, because the city is looking at disaster if you're going to destroy this. Godfrey sahab.
Sir, this is not my statement. The Municipal Commissioner Iqbal Chahal has quoted a report that
Yes.
by 2050 the Mumbai will be under water.
Yes.
Now, if the coastal area is not protected, the mangroves are not protected, the open space, the detention basin, for excess rainwater, there is something called detention basin where the excess water is retained during the heavy
Yes, yes.
monsoon.
First the catchment areas, then the detention basin. Yes, I agree with you. G.
Yes, yes. Now, if all these areas are like solvent lands
Yes,
are being thought of being proposed for affordable housing,
yes.
so this would be a suicide for the Mumbaikars if you allow what you call exploitation of solvent lands.
That's right.
These are all ill-conceived money-making, policies of the politicians.
So every Mumbaikar will have to buy a boat. कहने का
Yes,
मतलब ये हुआ.
So you're going to destroy the ecology for development.
We're all going to die. मतलब every day will be 26th of July 2005. 10 या 15 साल के बाद यहाँ पर ऐसी बाढ़ आएगी वो पानी बाहर ही नहीं जाने वाला साहब. Because all the catchment areas, जैसे इन्होंने कहा, detention areas जो हैं, उसके retention areas, उसके water के, वो सारे के सारे आपके खत्म हो चुके होंगे. Where the water को पानी जाएगा कहाँ साहब? यहीं पर रहेगा. हम सब लोगों को कश्ती खरीदनी पड़ेगी. जी बोलिए सर.
Sir, I made a study when there was a heavy rain in Chennai.
Yes.
I made a study of the Chennai, and there are two rivers in Chennai, which there were on the banks, there were empty open spaces. The number of there were call centers set up on this open land. As a result, the Chennai airport for the first time went under knee-deep water.
Yes.
Now the similar study was made by me, sir, in case of Mumbai also. Now in Mumbai there are 4 rivers, sir: Poised, Mithi,
Oshiwara
and Daisar.
and Boisar and Daisar. Yes.
These are 4 rivers. There were no buffer zone for the rivers in Mumbai, and I fought for this, and I impress upon the corporation that if you don't have a buffer zone, because all the planning which is there in the MRTP Act, it envisages a buffer zone for rivers, and if you do not have buffer zone, the people who are residing on the banks of the rivers will be drowned, and that is what happened in
Yes, it
2000.
did.
So ultimately the BMC came out with 10-meter buffer zone, but these buffer zones are only on paper, sir. Today if you go to any 4 rivers, the housing which is constructed is virtually touching
Sir,
the bank.
it's inside the river. It's
Inside
inside the river bed.
Yes, and as a result, the carrying capacity of the river is drastically affected,
Yes.
which leads to flooding. The classic example is Kurla. Because
Yes.
of encroachment in and around Mithi River, right from BKC to, you can say, up to Andheri area, the carrying capacity of Mithi River has drastically reduced, and that's the reason Kurla is the first place to affect, because the Kurla, the ground level is 1 meter below the mean sea level.
Yes. Absolutely. And anyway, the Mithi River is a sewer, sir.
It's now.
Hey, it's not a river.
Then, sir, I have managed to get a report of the Mithi River Development Authority.
Yes.
This was constituted after the flood of 2005.
Yes.
Now, this authority, headed by the Chief Minister, has met since 2005 only twice, sir.
Twice.
And this is our planning. This
Twice in 18 years.
in 18 years, sir.
दो बार मिली है. मिठी रिवर अथॉरिटी की मीटिंग सिर्फ 2 बार हुई है पिछले 18 साल में.
हाँ, और इसके अंदर आज तक
सर लास्ट मीटिंग कब हुई थी, अगर आपको याद हो? ये 2 मीटिंग्स जो हुई हैं, एक तो मीटिंग हुई होगी 2005 या 2006 में ही, उसके बाद कब हुई?
6 और 7, मतलब 15 साल पहले हुई थी, सर.
मैं मतलब 15.
हाँ.
चलिए, मतलब मुंबई को उसके हाल पे छोड़ दो, मुकेश का गाना सुन लो.
हाँ, बस वही है
बस
सर.
मुझे मेरे हाल पे छोड़ दो, कहने का मतलब ये हुआ. क्या बात है साहब. गॉडफ्री साहब, really proud of you, really proud of what you're doing. Please keep it up. We need citizens like you, and all of us here at Nation Now are always with you, because if you succeed, all of us succeed in saving our city. Godfrey Pimenta, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
Great pleasure talking to you as always. Namaskar sir, namaskar, Vande Mataram. Thank you so much sir.
Thank you.
Can you believe that, Pradeep ji?
See, the Dilip Kumar's quote कहाँ से छेड़ूं फसाना और कहाँ तमाम करूं.
जी.
You don't know from where to begin and where you're going to end. Because every
Sir,
point
here
that
the
you
end has
touch
come.
today, from rivers to dumping grounds to various water or desalination plants,
Sir, here-
everything is a problem in
Sir
itself.
Pradeep ji, we are in the end. We are already in the end. We just have to decide whether we are going to die crying or whether we are going to die laughing. That's it. That's all that we've got to do. Because with the salt pan lands going, with Gorai, Manori, Uttan and all these other places also going, with all the catchment areas already gone, with all the water bodies already having been taken over by builders, God knows when the next flood is going to come. It might come in this monsoon, for all you know. इसी monsoon में आ जाएगा. And by the way, this time the monsoons are going to be early. I don't know if the water, the rainwater will have place to go out into the sea. We don't know that yet. We'll only know when the rains actually come. That's it. That's all we've got for you on Nation Now tonight. आज के Nation Now में सिर्फ इतना ही. प्रदीप जी और मेरी तरफ से आप सब लोगों को नमस्कार. जय हिंद, जय महाराष्ट्र, जय भवानी, जय शिवाजी. वंदे मातरम.
Vande Mataram.